All right, glancing around, it looks like a lot of you guys have gotten through your opener. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you haven't finished, that's okay. Just work as we go. Work along with me. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are just adding or subtracting integers. And I wanted you guys to give this a shot without calculators. So if you're taking -8 and you're adding 1, -8 plus 1, what's that going to get you? Chance? -7. So basically, it's thinking, when we talked about it earlier in the week, it's looking at your two signs. You have a negative and a positive, right? If you have different signs, you're going to find the difference. And difference means to what? Subtract. So you take your bigger number, 8, minus 1, you get 7. Well, then you look at your numbers up here. Which number is bigger, 8 or 1? Without the sign. 8. So therefore, it gets 8's sign. So -7. This next one, we have 5 minus -2. What do you do when you have two negative signs touching? Yeah, so those two negative signs basically change into an addition sign. So when two negative signs are touching like that, you're going to change it to an addition sign. So all we have to do here is 5 plus 2, which equals what, Josh? 7. Okay, moving right along. This next one, we have different signs, correct, Hannah? If I have different signs, I'm going to find the difference. So I find the difference by what? What's the difference mean? Subtracting. So what's 5 minus 2? And which number's bigger, 5 or 2? So what type of charge does 5 have? Okay, so my 3 is going to be a positive. What's another way of doing this one, though? When you have a positive and a negative touching, what happens to that sign? When you have a positive and negative touching, what happens to that sign? Yeah, basically it just cancels out and becomes a minus. So another way of looking at that problem right here would have been 5 minus 3, or excuse me, 5 minus 2, which equals 3. Can you guys see? Okay. Okay. All right. Next one, we have -5 plus -2. When you have -5 plus -2, you have the same signs, right? Each number has the same sign. So we're going to find the sum. So what's the sum of -5 and -2? So what's the sum of 5 and 2? Ben?
-7.
Well, what's the sum of 5 and 2?
5 and 2.
It's just 7. Yeah, you have the answer right. I'm just asking you to explain a little bit more to me. So if it's the same sign, it keeps the same sign and becomes a negative like you said. Okay? And last one. What does that mean?
3.
No. Why wouldn't that be right?
Well, because there's no sign.
Say again?
There's no sign.
There's no sign between what?
There's 5 in the parentheses.
Okay, so if there's no sign between the 5 and the parentheses, what operation is it asking you to
It's
do?
multiple.
It's multiply. How many of you guys put 3? Because you're just in the habit of like, oh, do. That's all right. I'm trying to trick you. So it worked. So I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to take 5 times -2. What's 5 times 2? 10. Now, when you multiply and divide integers or positives and negatives, you have to think, if they have the same sign, it's a positive. If they have different signs, it's a negative. Well, do they have different signs here? Yeah, so it's going to be a what type of number? Negative. So it's going to be a -10. Any questions on those first 5 problems? How many of you guys got them all right? Anybody get them all right? Anybody miss just one? Anybody miss them all? You missed them all? Oh, no.
No,
Okay.
I fixed them.
Okay. All right. We'll go back through and look at them, though, if we have time. You fixed them, which is good. But I want to make sure you understand them before you take a test. Which by then you get to use a calculator, though, don't you? Yeah. All right. Next problem. We have 3 minus 5 times 2 squared plus 12 divided by 3. What mnemonic device am I going to use to help solve for this?
What?
Parentheses, PEMDAS.
Yeah, PEMDAS. So I'm going to look at PEMDAS here.
You completely confused me when you said mnemonic.
Mnemonic device, sorry. What helpful hint or tip am I going to use? Is that better? So what helpful hint am I going to use to help solve this? So parentheses. So that means I'm going to start within my parentheses. So what does that mean I need to do first, Maddie?
Well, parentheses first.
Okay, which is?
3.
Okay.
You gotta put the
So you took 5 minus 2. So what I want to see you guys do, every new step that we add, and I won't make you do it forever, but every step that we complete, we're going to rewrite. So Maddie just took 5 minus 2. She got 3. Do I need to keep parentheses around that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to keep parentheses around it. Bring down my square plus 12 divided by 3. What do I do after my parentheses here? What's my next step? Ben? Exponent. So where's my exponent?
Or right by the 3.
Yeah, 3 to the power of 2 or 3 squared. So what's 3 squared going to be, Ben?
9.
9, because we're not going to take 3 times 2. We're going to take 3 times 3. So now I'm going to rewrite my problem. So I'm going to have 3 minus 9 plus 12 divided by 3. All right. So now I've done parentheses. I've done exponents. Now I'm going to see if there's any place that I can multiply and divide. I do those at the exact same time going left to right. Ben?
So wait, are we going to dividing next? Or?
We are going to do dividing next. So where's my division?
12 over 3.
And what does that equal? So I'm going to rewrite. Okay. Now, I'm left with 2 operations. What are the 2 operations that I have? Adding and subtracting. Now, if I look at PEMDAS, the A comes first and then the S. So does that mean I have to do the adding first, then the subtracting?
Whichever one, left or right.
Yeah, whichever one comes first, left to right. So what comes first here?
3 minus 9.
What's 3 minus 9?
-6.
Nice. Negative 6. And I bring down my plus 4. What's negative 6 plus 4?
-2.
Is that my final answer?
Yep.
So I should box it.